Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to Stellaris. When we last off, we were mostly working on our continued expansion. As you can see, I also have an Ericus 2 world down here. Basically, what I've been doing is, since the last episode, I spent a bit of time off camera exploring and working on building up our power base here, and I still have to finish clearing out all the stuff in here, and eventually I'm going to put Fomalhaut into a sector as well, I think. As you can see, I've basically queued everything up, and I'm relatively sure, actually now that I look at it, I actually think I may have made a terrible, terrible mistake, since, yeah. This planet is actually probably going to need more food. What is this? Oh, it's upgrading to a planetary capital, though, so there is the possibility that there will be enough food. You know what? I'm also basically turning this into a super science planet. I'll lose one mineral, but that's okay. I think between these two, once it's all sectored up, it should be fine. And hopefully the sectors are smart about building everything in a fashion that works for me. Hopefully. I'm reasonably confident that things will somehow work out. But I decided to cut back in now. Just because we're working on... I think the anomaly we're working on here is the gas giant people. Yes, it is! I like this event. It's one of my favorite events in the game. The Mach 2M, or Mach Ilm, has picked up some curious readings from Lifer Free. There are significant pockets of radiation in the gas giant's atmosphere that appear to be the result of intense orbital bombardment. What someone could hope to gain by bombing a gas giant from orbit remains a mystery, however. As the Mach-Ilm was preparing to break orbit, Science Officer Ek discovered a weak signal coming from the planet's interior. It may be a transmission of some kind, but the gas giant's background radiation makes it difficult to isolate. Well, of course we'll have a look at it.
Log updated. Anomaly found.
Insignificant moon appears to be on a trajectory that will soon result in a collision. Ooh, that's nifty. Oh, I forgot. Last time we had a research project like that, and I failed to look at it. Also, we have extra Cybrex runes that I found, so we're actually pretty much done. Let's see. Actually, research projects, and then survey, and then we'll figure out what we're doing from there. I also found some of that delightful Aurelium ore over here, and there's a primitive species over here somewhere, and some ocean worlds. So I'm kind of tempted to colonize over here in the off chance that we can enlighten those primitives and do other cool stuff. But we'll have to see. It's one of those things, really.
System survey complete.
Anyway, I love the gas giant event chain just because it's very, very fun, in my personal opinion. Who doesn't like fun events? Okay, terminal orbit. Okay, yes. I mean,
situation log updated.
We've kind of done this one before.
Complete.
Alright, we'll do that, and I guess then we'll go to the scat system, because nothing says science like going to a system that's named after, well, fecal matter. Yes, fun times. There's a lot of little joke system names, and we're actually at our cap? How the heck did that happen? It never happens. Alright, it's time to build some battleships. We'll build 2 medic classes and 2, or I guess one of those, and then some destroyers and some corvettes. And that's it, because we are now maxed out on energy, because that's awesome. Where is our... Okay, good, we are actually... Seriously, we've actually... That is so odd. I'm never able to max out on energy. At least not this early. But yeah. Slowly we're getting people migrating away, because I think it's either Erica... Yeah, it's here. I have Land of Opportunity enabled. Also, wow, 109. So slowly we're having governors die off, which is a little sad. But, you know, that's life. People die. You gotta get used to it. Let's see. Extra food is not bad. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, I'll hire the governor for this planet. Actually, how many only one more. At least for now. Yeah, we'll go with this. For the time being. I actually really like the idea of having Ericus just completely get maxed out. Okay, what do we have here? Engineering facility. I like it. Ceramo metal would also be good, because better hull technology is probably a good idea. Yeah, I guess we'll go with this one first. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of debris in here, but I'm probably not going to worry about it too much. Ah, here we go. Excellent. We have contacted the gas giant people. Finally! Well met, Spacefarer! We are the Daphnak, and the planet you are orbiting is Tolak Wrong, our ancestral home. It is always riveting to meet a solid, even if our last encounter with your kind was somewhat problematic. You have no doubt detected the radiation surges coming from our atmosphere. Tolak Wrong is dying, and our species will perish unless we find a new home. We have identified a planet that would suit our physiology, but we have no means to get there. Sadly, our non-corporeal nature means we don't have much in the way of industry or technology. Will you help us? Alright, if you have no tech, how are you speaking? Ah, but you are not the first solid to pay us a visit. Another spacefarer graciously donated a small subspace transmitter and a scanner array to us 2.9 million solar cycles ago. They had been designed to be compatible with our physiology. I assume that's one of the fallen empires who did that. Pretty nice of them. One of the more positive encounters we've had with your kind. What happened to your planet? Well, the last time solids visited us a few thousand cycles ago, things didn't go very well. They wanted us to embrace their religion. We refused, and this triggered some kind of genocidal reaction. For some reason. Completely unwarranted. Before we knew what was happening, they maneuvered their fleet into orbit and unleashed a massive bombardment. And they want us to transport them. And then we can either, say screw you, or we'll help them. And of course we'll help them. Yes, and hopefully soon. Don't worry. There aren't too many of us. Most Daphnak died when our planet was bombarded, and those who survived retreated deeper into the atmosphere. Communication with the surface is difficult here, and the radiation is spreading. We don't have much time.
Situation log update.
And of course I'll help you. Excellent, I knew we could count on you. The coordinates of our new home have been forwarded. You must promise not to let your own colonists claim this alluring world before we get there, no matter how strong the temptation. Well, we couldn't do that anyway. We're not gas people. We're solid people. Also, I'm slowly working on upgrading our people to be rapid breeders because I kind of want to speed things along. And we'll also be working on the precursor event chain soon. Okay, we're observing the moon impact, and we have the Daphnak relocation. Ooh, wait a minute. If this will take our society research, then this could be problematic. Alright, and let's go to it. And there are crystal monsters in here, so we'll have to send our attack fleet to go deal with them. So let's do so now. Alright. Ooh, another alien proto-civilization. Nifty. Is it here? Stone Age primitives. Yeah, as far as I recall, there's not really much you can do with Stone Age primitives. You'd figure you'd be able to enlighten them, but that's actually not the case for some reason. But I'm sure that's something that... I'm pretty sure there's plans to kind of do more of that eventually. Let's see. Significant amount of debris. Okay. Where are we here? Oh, yes. We're kind of wandering on through. Actually,
Hostile fleet engaged.
Ah, heck. I don't want to fight you.
Hostile fleet engaged. Special project
Let's see.
complete.
We were successful in our attempt to record the collision. Oh, yeah. Let's go look at this. Like, is the moon actually gone?
Hostile fleet engaged.
Doesn't look like it. Which is mildly disappointing. I was kind of hoping that there'd be some kind of, visual cue to let us know what happened.
Situation log updated.
But alas,
Situation
it was not to be.
updated.
Oh well, at least we killed another crystalline entity. Slowly freeing up space for our own interplanetary exploits. Which is good, I guess. I can't be too mad about it. Alright. Also, once we're done transporting the people, I'll finish off the Cybrex line. But a big reason for why I've cut ahead and did some stuff off camera is because I really... Oh, what's this? Debris field. Excellent. What I really want is to try to get some kind of climatic encounter, either with these guys or with these guys before Heinlein comes out. And I actually realized that Heinlein actually comes out next Thursday on the 20th, which is actually pretty ballsy considering the fact that Civilization 6 comes out one day later. Alright, hopefully we can take these guys out.
Anomaly found.
Abandoned ship, drifting aimlessly. Yeah, we've seen one of those before. Alright, so... Oh, you're actually literally right there. You know what, I'll have you... Oh, Betelgeuse. Nice, we'll look at some of these planets while we're here. Okay, this is actually going to be a pretty difficult fight, to be honest.
Log updated. Hostile fleet
Oh well.
Anomaly found.
Asteroid is emitting some form of radiation. Yeah, we've seen that one before as well. Yeah, this is it's gonna be pretty rough. But we should be able to take all these bad guys out, which is good. What are these? They're ruby crystals. Wait a minute. No, wait, Sovereign is just a title. It has nothing to do with whether or not it's actually like some kind of super ship. Gravity Crush. Ooh, that's pretty nifty.
Science ship under attack.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Science ship under attack. What? Hang on.
Research complete.
Hang on. You didn't tell me that there were bad guys in here. Hang on a second. Alright, get the heck out of there then. Come on, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Thank you. Actually, you know what? Survey this system, then do the research project, and then survey. Yeah, we should have enough time. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Situation log updated.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, so like I said, Heinlein is coming out next week. We have Tachyon Lances, that's good. So we are getting stronger. I guess we'll go for these. I suppose a big thing we're going to need to do is we might actually need to pump up our mineral production because we need to be able to build fortresses, armored torpedoes. This is all good. Actually, I probably should be focusing on this because these are really good. Yeah. Because what I need to do is build up to our fleet capacity, I would say. Oh, when we warp in, are we going to warp in next to that crystal thing? Probably. Alright, let's just kill it and then we'll go home.
Anomaly found.
Debris, Royals.
Fleet engaged.
Alright, let's kill this thing. Yes.
Anomaly found.
Oh good, we actually are working on building our new stuff. The Trunt Free B. Excellent. I guess. It's really weird to me that this is not actually showing the correct
System
numbers.
survey complete.
Failure. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Situation log updated.
Alright. Go home now. That was really, really painful. For us, to be honest. I guess we can do the research before we leave. Alright, that's okay. And then I guess we'll go over here, do some more research. Alright. I feel like we're probably not going to be able to take on the Fallen Empire before
System survey complete.
we're done this. But we might actually be able to pull it off. It depends. Is there someone closer? I feel like there's you. Alright. Yeah, and then go do the research project in here once you've gotten that. Alright, good. My hope is that we can... And if nothing else, we should at least... Where are you going? Why are you not sitting here and working like a good soldier? No active edicts, huh? Let's see. Let's do a propaganda broadcast and a spiritual unity, just to speed things along a little bit here. Yeah, I am getting a little tired of people vacating the premises here. But I understand why they're doing it. I mean, what is this? You're unemployed. Oh yeah, there's far too many unemployed people here. This is not good. Which is, of course, because we're all busy building stuff. Power hubs, science labs, biolab, and so on and so forth. We're going to have really good society research when this is done, that's for sure. Let's upgrade to the planetary capital. We'll get a power plant. Another power plant. We're also building some stuff in here, so hopefully science can go at a reasonable rate. What's going on over here? You're just going home. Okay, good. Alright, lots of stuff to do. Not a lot of time to get it done in. But that is part of the fun and the challenge, is it not? That's what I say, anyway. Hopefully we have enough time to get this project done. Like, are we actually working on the research project? Oh. Special project failed. Oh, no! I wasn't able to save them. Why didn't you save the Daphnak? Damn it! Too busy upgrading my own people, wasn't I? Oh, wait, you. There's actually bad guys there. Alright, let's, It makes me so mad. There's so many good bonuses for rescuing the Daphnak. I should have just saved that for later. Because like in most fancy, or, well, not even fancy, but like in most video games, if you are not actively aware of the danger, then you can get away with whatever the heck you want. Massive crater on Trunt 2A appears to be the result of a collision with a starship. From the size of the crater, we suspect that a ship traveling at full warp rammed the moon for reasons unknown roughly 10,000 years ago. The condors picked up residual subspace echoes near the crash, blah blah blah, warp field. Someone was apparently driving drunk, if I had to guess. Let's see. Let's also upgrade our ships to be using tachyon lances. Because, you know, they're tachyon. I guess I'll replace this with an energy thing. Not overly pleased with that development, I'll tell you, but considering the fact that tachyon penetrates armor anyway, there's not a lot of point in relying on armor. So, yeah. Alright, we also apparently need a bit more power. There we go. Yay. Now, this is going to be really interesting to see how this turns out. Yeah. I mean, to a degree. Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, I am actually mostly pleased with how our development is going. Sure, it could be better, in the sense that, actually, how much does this provide? 25? That'll be just enough to get us positive again? Well, more than enough, actually. There we are. Alright, so that's our war fleet. That's good.
Debris analyzed.
Alright.
System survey complete.
That's okay. Pretty sure a lot of those, like, creature things you can research are going to be made stronger. I do believe. I have a science ship that's not doing anything. That's just silly. Alright, let's continue surveying around here. I feel so bad. I let the Daphnak down. I am a true monster. Alright. But anyway, yeah, I want to try to get some kind of climatic event happening here. And I suppose if we find the Cybrex RimWorld, that might actually be a significant enough boost to get some stuff done. Which would be good. Hopefully. Wait, I have land of opportunity on multiple planets, don't I? I think. Alright. Yes. There are going to be some problems here. To be honest, I'm almost thinking to myself, you know what, it's probably time to put this Fomalhaut into a sector, so let's go ahead and do that. Manage sector. I'll plop you in there. And the sector is doing well, right? Yeah, it is producing so many minerals that I could be using. It's going to waste. Oh well. That's how the game plays out sometimes. No point getting angry about it.
Research complete.
Just shake my fist angrily. Let's see here. What do we got? Growth time, not bad, not bad. Let's see here. Don't really feel like researching any of these. I'm probably not even going to use this. But it is faster, so we'll go with it. Let's actually look at our research for a moment here. Yeah, this is taking forever. How much progress?
System survey complete.
Okay, 92 months. That is, gosh darn forever. I really hope they separate that from, like, your society research. Because surely we could have some other guy work on engineering.
Complete.
What's this? In a surprising departure from their previous behavior, the Cybrex seem to have established a large reservation on Holden 1A, where sentient organics were allowed to live completely undisturbed. Although they were closely monitored, the Cybrex left the inhabitants to develop on their own, even when a destructive civil war between the organics left the reservation largely depopulated. After several centuries, the Cybrex suddenly abandoned the moon, and the reservation's remaining population gradually died out. Now here's the real question you have to ask yourself. Like, looking at the story of the Cybrex, because when we get these random events, they're not necessarily in order. It makes you kind of wonder, when they were doing this, you think what happened is, it started off with the Cybrex, they were a cybernetic life form. They tried creating these reserves, and they watched organics basically destroy themselves, so that disturbed them. So they moved on to trying to create the Cybermen in order to try to create sort of like a blend between I guess whatever they saw that was beautiful about organic life with the sort of rationality and efficiency of a cybernetic life form, and then that failed. And basically, at that point, they had a complete breakdown and went from being fanatic xenophile pacifists to being fanatic xenophobe militarists, and just went on a crazy crusade to exterminate all organic life because they came to the conclusion that organic life could not be trusted to do anything, and it will just lead to destruction. So better to purge everything now rather than watch them slowly purge themselves and, have generations of pain and suffering.
System survey complete.
Oh, and look, there it is, Cybrex Alpha. After intense study of a recovered Cybrex artifact, scientists on Mare Umbra have managed to deduce the exact galactic coordinates of a system the ancient machines referred to as Cybrex Prime, possibly where their civilization retreated after their abortive attempt to exterminate all sentient organic life. We should launch an expedition to the system before someone else beats us to it. Now, the annoying thing is, in a regular game, everyone would magically know that it's here and rush for it. It'd be kind of interesting if there was some kind of special flag so that only civilizations that had found, the 6 artifacts could actually travel to one of these worlds. Like, I assume you'd have to really program in some kind of, like, fancy thing in there, but it would be worth it. Let's also make the people on our worlds happier. That would probably be nice. Okay, so that is that. And I'm going to let this episode go a little bit long because I do want to see Cybrex Prime this episode. And then after that, I'm probably going to fast forward again until hopefully we're at a point where I'm comfortable with the notion of going to war with something.
Anomaly found.
What's going on over here? Run, please. Oh, wait, you're going back. Okay, so do that. Or, hang on a second. Go here. Research. And then skip this system, because there's just death and despair if you travel there. Alright, so we're on our way to Cybrex Prime. This is going to be fun. Good times, good times. And I do know some of the rewards that are here. There is the unique living metal tech, which actually apparently makes your ships really super awesome, which means I probably shouldn't even be building my battleships and stuff until we're actually, at a point where I can make full advantage, or take full advantage of that, rather. But, oh well. We can wait. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there.
Debris analyzed.
Oh, okay, that's good, I guess. Oh wait, never mind, it's because we're doing research. Gotcha. Alright, so here we are, Cybrex Alpha. Let's find out what happened to them. A whole bunch of ruined segments, which is kind of unfortunate. It means I can't actually colonize this planet. Ooh, actually, that is going to be a bit of a problem. Fortunately, there's an Arctic world here, so I can go over to this world and tell them to start working on a colony ship, which will... Why are there 3 different people here? I guess we'll make you, because you're like the closest to the right ethics that we want. All right, let's see how this turns out. And then we'll colonize this planet and hopefully reach into here. Okay. Science Officer Bo Gu reports his findings about the immense ring world in Cybrex Alpha system. He can barely contain his awe. The immensity of the rings are beyond our comprehension. The time required to construct even one of the sections are far beyond us. The scans reveal a rare new resource we've never encountered before, a living metal, which is abundant on the rings. This material might be one of the reasons the ring's creators could construct it in the first place. Researching this technology might bring us closer to their knowledge. Alright, so now we can research living metal, which we will of course do once the time is right. But, for now,
Anomaly found.
a fairly savage ring world, the last retreat of the Cybrex civilization. I'm going to leave it for now, and I will actually properly do that later. But what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to fast forward until we actually have this stuff in our territory, and then I'll cut back in, and hopefully, like I said, we'll be at a point then where I can build up a massive military machine so we can get some awesome climatic final battles going on here. But until next time, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video.